Wake up.
All right, welcome in. What is your name and what is your position with WMBK?
So good morning, my name is Shamar, Herron. I'd say my position is as a steering committee member. So it's been a good long while that I've been helping out, so happy to be here.
So that's a good thing. How many years have you been involved with WMBK?
I'm going to say since it started, so let's do the math here. That would be 12 years, so I was a part of it from its inception in 2014 when President Obama started the My Brother's Keeper initiative. Washtenaw County was one of the first counties to sign on and be a part of the initiative, so I've been here since My Brother's Keeper started, and then Washtenaw My Brother's Keeper.
So how did you get involved in that first time around?
I've always been community minded. I've always cared about our young people, particularly our young black men. I saw what was happening. I was a part of a household where the father situation was a little shaky. So I always said growing up, if I had the opportunity to, I would make sure I give back and make sure young men have the opportunity to work with someone who's positive.
All right, sure. So in your position, what is does your participation with WMBK look like on a weekly, daily, or monthly basis?
So I'd say 2 to 3 times a month, I'm doing something with WMBK, whether it's a steering committee, this breakfast, the Brotherhood Circle, maybe volunteering somewhere, or just showing up for different events to try to be supportive. So 2 to 3, maybe 4 times a month I'm at something for WMBK.
Okay, sure. And have you always had this interest in community-based work?
Absolutely, right? It takes a village, not just to raise, but to be a part of and create a scaffolding of support for young men so that they know they're not out here alone. So I've always I had people looking out for me when I was growing up. I know I have to do the same.
Yeah, I like that. So what is your background or work outside of WMBK, and how has that influenced your approach to your work with WMBK?
So my background is in government and nonprofit work. I currently run the Workforce Development Agency for 5 counties here in Southeast Michigan. So Hillsdale, Jackson, Lenawee, Livingston, and Washtenaw County. We serve about 35,000 people a year. And so from that, I get to see how employment is a life changer. I get to be a part of ensuring that people get the training they need so that they can, across their lifetime, provide for their families. And so me being able to be a part of My Brother's Keeper and really get my hands in the soil, but then at a higher level be able to manage a $15 million a year organization allows me to see multiple aspects of community growth.
That's fantastic. So how does your work with WMBK fit into your passion and life goals?
So my passions are resting.
Okay.
So I don't get to do that a lot between work and some of the organizations that I volunteer for. But it's a labor of love, right? Sometimes your passions are going to drive you, right? And that's what MBK does. It allows me to get up on a Saturday morning, come out, hang out, knowing I've got a full slate of things to do today, tomorrow, and into next week. But it's a labor of love, like I said, and I want to make sure I'm pouring into it just as much as it pours into me. So I have no problem doing this. I call it soup for the soul.
Okay.
I get to sit down with people that are good folks trying to do good things in the community, and I love it.
That's fantastic. So how would you describe WMBK's purpose or impact to those who are unfamiliar with the organization?
Its purpose is to ensure that black and brown boys and young men and men understand that there is community. And so anytime you can be a part of something that allows for a little bit of refuge, a little bit of being able to see that there are other like-minded people, again, it's that soup for the soul or an opportunity to allow for growth, because then there's connectivity in different places. Folks are saying, hey, my kid needs a job. Hey, Did you know about this business hiring? Hey, how do we partner as organizations to ensure building out the network, right? It's like a spider web. It's a beautiful sort of tapestry of connectivity.
Perfect. And can you tell me a story about something unique or impactful that has happened to you while working at WMBK?
That's a great question. There's a lot of good stories I could tell, but I think back to COVID, and our community was hit really hard. There was a lot of need out here, and WMBK was able to procure all sorts of necessities, whether it was cleaning supplies, whether it was food, whether it was some of that PPE that folks needed, and we were out there handing it out several times a month and really helped the community. I mean, the lines would be wrapped around the block, and to know that I was a part of an organization helping the community directly, not talking about it, not blogging or tweeting about it. We were out there lifting 50-pound boxes of bleach, handing them out to people. We were handing out thousands of face masks and, gloves and food that really helped sustain people and, dare I say, kept people alive. So that's one of my favorite stories, is us not talking about it, but being about it.
Well, that's fantastic. I know this is a little bit of a similar question, but can you tell me an example of how you made a difference in a young person's life, and just expand upon that?
So I'm very proud of the fact that employment is my bailiwick, right? Employment is a life changer. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I can't count on my hands nor toes how many young people I've made sure they went and got some employment somewhere. Whether it was through a letter of recommendation, whether it was me walking them into that position, it's been dozens that I can remember helping them gain employment, because employment is a confidence booster. It boosts those pockets a little bit, and it gives you some skills so you can build and then continue to hopefully grow in the employment space. So that direct connection to employment is one of the biggest things I'm proud of in being able to provide to our young people.
All right, thank you so much, Shamar.
Constructive us when confronted with the tough times. Luck is just another side of hope. You get what was on the other side, fronting on another squad like Cain to have a brother tying rope. Is it dope or the gram or the ham or the peels?